Okay, today the chapter that we are going to start is the chapter Homeostasis. In Homeostasis, what we are going to study, let me take you to the board first of all, so that I can tell you what we are going to study in Homeostasis. In Homeostasis, mainly, first of all, we will be studying about the mechanism of water control inside the body. The mechanism of water control inside the body is known as osmoregulation. The mechanism of water control inside the body is known as osmoregulation. It is known as osmoregulation. Osmo, water, regulation, control. The control of the amount of water that is present inside the body is known as osmoregulation. The first process, the first function of homeostasis is osmoregulation. Secondly, the next important function of homeostasis is thermoregulation. Thermoregulation, thermotemperature regulation control. Thermoregulation. Thermoregulation is a control of the body temperature. Thermoregulation is the control of the body temperature. This is another process that is also considered as a part of homeostasis. Then the next one is excretion. Excretion is the removal of toxins from the body and the removal of materials that are dangerous for the body from the blood, and it is taking out of the body. Mainly excretion is carried out in our body by the kidneys and the lungs. The lungs remove carbon dioxide. It is also an excretory function of the lungs. And the kidneys remove the nitrogenous wastes that are present inside our body. ये तीनों जो main चीजें हैं, हम इनको बहुत ज़्यादा detail में पढ़ेंगे. We will study these topics in detail. Regulation, control of the amount of water in the body. Thermoregulation, control of the temperature of the body. Excretion, removal of waste materials from the body. And waste materials में कौन से वाले waste materials? Waste materials में वो वाले waste materials that can be dangerous for our body. That can be dangerous for our body, and mainly that can be toxic in nature. That can be toxic in nature. Okay? That can be toxic in nature. This is the removal of these materials from the body. Okay? Osmoregulation, thermoregulation, excretion. Excretion, removal of dangerous materials from the body that can be toxic to the body. Toxic to the body का मतलब ये है कि it can kill the body cells, it can hamper the जो है वो biochemical machinery and metabolic machinery को वो hamper करता है और रोक देता है. ठीक है? Now, first of all, let me tell you what generally you can say homeostasis is. Before going to the slide, going to the presentation, let me tell you the definition of homeostasis, my own definition. Okay? I didn't collect it, I didn't take it from any book, I didn't take it from any Google source. नहीं, इसमें यह है कि I have thought of a definition that can be very easy for you people. So इसमें हम ये कह सकते हैं कि homeostasis is generally defined as, you can write it down, it is generally defined as the homeostasis is generally defined as the process in which the body environment and conditions are kept at a stable level, in contrast to mild external changes. ठीक है? Homeostasis can be defined as keeping a stable environment inside the body, keeping the body environment at a stable level, in contrast contrast to the mild external environment. अब इसमें आप क्या समझे? What do you understand from this? क्या समझे इसमें? मैं आपको बताती हूँ, ठीक है? Okay. Now this is, let me draw a sketch. This is our body, and this body is present in an external environment, and that external environment, ठीक है, that external environment is present over here, and मुख्तलिफ किस्म की चीजें जो है ना, ये external environment उसको दे रहा है, ठीक है? This is the external environment, and this is the body. The body has to keep itself at a specific level. This is the body. The body has to maintain itself at a specific level. Okay? It must maintain itself at a specific level. And these are the conditions that are affecting the body from outside. Now, these conditions, they are not a very high drastic change. They are just a mild situation that is changing. Maybe if the body temperature has to be around 37, then this condition might be 40, 45, 42, 48, like that. Okay? It is not going to be like that. कि इनिशियली जो है बॉडी टेम्परेचर जो है वो 37 है और यहाँ बाहर जो है अचानक जो है वो -50 हो जाए, नहीं. माइल्ड एक्सटर्नल चेंजेस मींस कि बॉडी टेम्परेचर जो है वो क्या है और बाहर जो है वो क्या है. माइल्ड एक्सटर्नल चेंजेस मतलब नॉट अ सडन चेंज, हल्का सा फर्क पड़ता है भाई, हल्का, माइल्ड. दिस इज द की वर्ड टू होम्योस्टेसिस, बिकॉज द बॉडी नीड्स टाइम टू फंक्शन. Body needs time to function, and the body responds to only mild changes. The body cannot respond to very sudden changes. आप बाहर से आते हैं, बहुत ज्यादा धूप होती है, आपके सर को भी धूप लग रही है, आपको पसीना भी आ रहा है, आपको सांस भी फूल रहा है और आपको इतनी गर्मी लग रही है कि आप एकदम से ठंडा शावर जो है उसके नीचे खड़े हो जाते हो जाके. तो फिर क्या होगा उसमें? ये है कि आपका जो है उसमें यू कैन फेंट, खुदा ना खास्ता कोमा में भी जा सकते हैं, खुदा ना खास्ता ब्रेन फेल भी हो सकता है, खुदा ना खास्ता हार्ट फेल भी हो सकता है. क्यों? क्योंकि आपने एकदम से 50-52 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड की गर्मी से एकदम से आपने बॉडी को जो है वो 10-12 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे ले आए. जो बड़े बूढ़े कहते हैं ना कि पसीना खुश्क होने दो. पसीना खुश्क होने दो का मतलब ये है कि गिव योर बॉडी सम टाइम टू कूल डाउन. If you do not allow your body to cool down, you will give your body a very wide range of change externally, which can become very, very dangerous for your body. And sometimes if the brain cannot manage this change, then what will happen? It can become very fatal. It can lead to very, very dangerous situations. Now, the condition inside our body is going to be kept constant. याद रखिए, it is going to be kept constant, and the conditions outside the body, they are variable. These conditions are variable. These situations outside the body, they are variable, they change. So all these components that are present around the living organism, they are considered as variables. तो यहाँ पर हम कह सकते हैं maintenance of a stable internal environment in respect to mild changes in variables. And what are the variables? The variables can be temperature. ठीक है, लिखते जाएं. The variables can be temperature. The variables can be water content. ठीक है, the variables can be water content. The variables can be chemicals. The variables can be chemicals. Now, these are all present inside the environment, and our body has to manage the environment. Our body has to keep itself in control with the environment. And how will our body manage itself with the environment? Our body has to stay in harmony with these situations, keeping itself in contact, because the body has to live in this environment. So इस एनवायरनमेंट में बॉडी को अपने आप को कंट्रोल में रखने के लिए क्या करना होगा? The whole process that the body is going to undergo, the whole process that the body is going to control is known as the homeostatic process. अभी समझ आई बात की? It is known as the homeostatic process, homeostasis. ये पूरे का पूरा homeostatic process है, जिसमें कि आपकी बॉडी जो है उससे अपने आप को जो है एक कांस्टेंट में लाना है, इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट टू द एक्सटर्नल वेरिएबल्स। ठीक है, समझ आ गई बात की। चले अब हम जाते हैं टूवर्ड्स द स्लाइड एंड देन मैं आपको दोबारा से वापस लेके आऊंगी टूवर्ड्स दिस स्लाइड अगेन। Let me open the correct slide. This is the wrong slide. किधर गई ये? ठीक है, okay. Now, what we are going to study, definition of homeostasis हमने कर लिया है, mechanism of homeostasis, the types of mechanism that are involved in homeostasis, osmo regulation, thermoregulation, excretion बता दिया आपको. Now we are going to study the components of the control system. We will not be able to discuss the feedback mechanism and the type today, but in the next class we will discuss the feedback mechanism also, because feedback mechanism is a very important topic. So I will give it a different period, a whole period will be given to feedback mechanism. Okay. Introduction यहाँ पर अब आप देखिए, we have an internal environment and we have an external environment. We have an internal environment and an external environment. Okay. Homeostasis is the tendency of a living body to maintain a stable internal environment regardless of the narrow range of external changes. Write it down and learn the definition right now. Homeostasis is the tendency of a living body to maintain a stable internal environment regardless of a narrow range of external conditions. This is the definition of homeostasis. Components of a homeostatic control system. Now, components of the homeostatic control system, what are they? First of all, the variables. These are the external situation. आप लोगों को समझ आ रही है बात की? Can you understand what I'm saying? First of all, the variables, and then the next one is the constant, the set point. That is the condition of your body, which is not going to change. That is the set point of the body. There are mainly three components of the homeostatic mechanism: the receptors, which are known as the sensors; the control center, which is mainly the brain, known as the integrator; the effectors, which are the response system. Now, this is an entirely different topic. ठीक है? Three components of the homeostatic mechanism: the receptors, the control center, the effector. Short question आता है control center and effectors के अंदर, और ये मैं आपको अभी अच्छे तरीके से अभी करवाती हूँ. ठीक है? तो इसको अब हम कंप्लीट करते हैं. पहले आप ये देख लीजिए, कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ होम्योस्टैटिक कंट्रोल क्या है? वेरिएबल है, सेट पॉइंट है, एंड मेनली इसके जो पार्ट्स हैं वो क्या हैं? रिसेप्टर, कंट्रोल सेंटर एंड अफेक्टर.